PASCAL'S wager. From the get-go, this premium game from Giant Network shows players that they're gonna be in for a treat. In PASCAL'S wager, you get a thrilling, portable action RPG title that adapts the Soulsborne formula into the smartphone format. The bar for smartphone games might be pretty low and you can expect some kinks in its localization, but overall, with its gameplay, story, and exhilarating combat, this is definitely a phenomenal game for action RPG fans. It has a play score of 8.2. Book of Demons. It's one thing to create a console-worthy action RPG on the mobile, it's another to craft an action RPG that's perfectly suited for it. Developers think Trunt did just that. With this hack-and-slash dungeon crawler, Book of Demons practically translated Diablo into a portable tablet experience. Go around dungeons with automatic combat and control the tides of battle using taps and holds. Though not as expansive as the Diablo title, its multiple game modes assure plenty of reasons to keep diving back into their fiery halls. Cryptract. With its Western release, we finally get access to the world of SPIRE that offers gorgeous combat and over 600 heroes up for grabs. Even as a free game, it boasts an outstanding localization that lends credence to its engaging, well-structured, and constantly updated narrative. The gacha system, on the other hand, may not be too far from other titles, but with an outstanding story, it more than makes up for it, and it has a play score of 8.35. Disgaea 1. Complete relive Laharl's quest to set the netherworld in order, this time complete with touch controls and auto-battler modes that smoothen the experience, without taking away from their signature tactical gameplay. As beautiful as it is to have it on the iOS, its asking price of more than $30 might scare off even their most hardcore fans. It has a play score of 8.04. Dragon Quest of the Stars. Gacha games may not have the best reputation, but their place in the marketplace of free mobile game is undeniable. Critics weren't much of a fan of the game's presentations, nor its run-of-the-mill gacha combat and gameplay. However, gamers, most especially the Dragon Quest fans, seem to have come to its rescue, praising the game's nostalgia factor, as well as its characters and customizations. If you love the series and don't mind working a bit harder for your RPG enjoyment, this is a worthy pickup, and it gets a play score of 8.07. LEGO Legacy Heroes. Dressing up their trademark minifigs in quirky styles and costumes, create your own party of adventurers and use them to take down waves of enemies in turn-based combat. Of course, it wouldn't be an RPG without the experience of collecting new heroes and optimizing their skills for the mini battles ahead. As a free game, you may run out of patience for their energy and coin system in later levels, but before it does, there's plenty to love about its animation and combat. It has a play score of 8.34. Slay Spire. One of the top-ranking games on the PC and PS4 when it came out, this indie game took the world by storm with its unique blend of strategy, RPG, and roguelike gameplay. What makes the game so compelling is the complexities that lie within each of their unique decks. The almost flawless execution of its console counterparts may not have translated to this premium iOS port. The challenge and electricity of its gameplay still remains, and it gets a play score of 8.07. Crystalborne. Heroes of Fate assemble a team from their selection of worthy warriors to join in their sky-based revolution. When it comes to presentation, it may seem like any ordinary mobile RPG, but its winning feature is that it's also a pretty straightforward experience that lets you get right down to the action without getting bogged down in stories and tutorials. While at its core it's still a gacha game, its many quality of life features, as well as generous starter packs, allow it to stand out slightly above the rest. It has a play score of 8.12. Untold RPG. A text-based RPG, Untold may feel at first like your run-of-the-mill choose-your-own-adventure. However, its many features speak for itself, creating a full-on role-playing experience using only text on a screen. Go on a fantastic adventure in your imagination, complete with combat, inventory management, and a wide array of characters to get to know throughout an inviting storyline. It might not be as flashy as other games, but it shows the power that words, combined with your creativity, can hold. It has a play score of 8.39. Knighthood. King, the developers of Candy Crush, have come a long way from their Match 3 puzzle origins. In their new online strategy RPG, play the role of Rage Knight who battles against hordes of magical creatures to prove himself worthy of the Order of Rage. Make that all possible by choosing your weapons carefully, recruiting ancient heroes, and creating perfect attack chains that will lead you to victory. Impressive presentations and exciting battles aside, their daily limits could still push impatient gamers to their credit card's limits. Nevertheless, it has a play score of 8.56.